You gotta get excited for the abyss.
Oh. Apparently that's the most common animal-related injury that happens here. Hey guys, this is my first time ever at the Grand Canyon. I think Jimmy technically went as a kid, so it's gonna be a pretty new experience for both of us, honestly. And we have a pretty ambitious route picked out. Round trip, it'll be a total of 20 miles. And the only way we're gonna be able to do that is, well, I guess we could take a shuttle, but we're not doing a shuttle. We have something a little better.
So we're gonna be covering 20 miles of the South Rim on these brand new Lectric e-bikes. This model is really similar to the ones they already have out, but it just comes in a lighter form, and they're about 45 pounds, which is perfect for Natalie and me. We can fit these in the back of our bus really easily. They're really light. The battery capacity is the same with a range of about 45 miles, which we'll be putting to the test today, so I'm eager to see how that turns out.
But we're planning on biking 10 miles down the south rim of the Grand Canyon and then turning around and biking back. Jimmy picked out 8 different vistas that we want to see along the way.
And it switches between paved roads and then bicycle-friendly paths. So we're going to be trying to adhering to all the Grand Canyon rules so we don't get in trouble. And we already came up to our very first view. So from here, we got about 7 or 8 more miles to Hermit's Rest, which is kind of like the end of the trail.
We've got a couple vistas on the way, so we'll stop there and check those out along the way. So there's a lot to see. This is our first vista planned for today. It's Maricopa Point, and it's pretty expansive. This is amazing.
There's a water bottle down there.
Oh, I bet there's a lot of those. It messes with my depth perception because I'm not used to be able to see this far.
The Grand Canyon tour is already off to a good start. We got 7 more of these to go.
Should be a fun day.
Did you notice the speed limit sign?
Yeah, and I checked my speedometer and I was going like the same speed. It's like 15 miles per hour. We can easily clear that. This is Vista number 2 for today, which is Powell Point.
Natalie keeps making fun of me because she thinks I keep saying this Vista wrong.
It's Powell.
I keep saying Powell Point. She's probably right.
That's the point we were just at. I think it was Maricopa Point, but you can definitely see it from here.
All right, 2 down.
Wow.
All right, if I was mispronouncing the last one, I'm definitely gonna mispronounce this one, but I think it's pronounced Hopi Trail, or?
No.
Hopi? It's not Hopi?
We practiced
Hopi,
this, Jimmy.
Hopi.
It's Hopi. Oh my goodness.
You have no hope in me saying that correctly?
Poor thing.
I really tried to say it right. I wasn't actually joking. This outlook definitely has the smallest walking path, but it's the first one that we've actually been able to see the river at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's pretty brown, so it blends in, but it is there. Natalie just informed me it is the Colorado River. I just thought it was called the Grand Canyon River.
This one was really wild to pull up on We were coming off of the road and suddenly there's just this huge open expanse and you can see so much of the canyon. Most of them you kind of have to walk a little bit. So this one kind of took us by surprise.
It's my favorite so far. It's the least amount of walking.
You can see the Colorado River very well from here.
I think it's funny how, for the most part, they have these really nice guardrails that protect you from going over the edge, except for these large sections without them.
It's hard for me to imagine that that's where they ran out of funding. So we made it to Mohave Point, and this is our 4th of 8 stops, so it's the halfway point. I think we've earned a snack.
We're about halfway done. How are you feeling?
Really good.
Yeah?
We're halfway done on the way there. So we're a quarter of the way done for the day.
Yes.
Jimmy just told me that the next point we're going to is called the Abyss. I don't know what to think about that.
You gotta get excited for the Abyss.
Oh, just don't throw me into it.
It's really hard to drive and not rubberneck at the views.
Yeah, I know. I hope there's not a car coming. I'm not paying attention.
Oh, it is, yeah.
The Abyss.
Cool, we made it.
You can see like all the different rock layers, and the sign tells you like the history of them and what each chunk is from.
This is by far the windiest of the spots we've stopped at so far, and I can kind of see why.
It is really nice doing this path with a bike because we can do it on our own time, because we've noticed whenever the buses pull up, it suddenly gets really crowded all at once. But in between the buses is pretty peaceful. This is Monument Creek Vista, and I think that they call it that because you can see a dried up creek bed from the view. I'm assuming it's not always dried up, but today it is.
I love that you can see a little cave, like right there.
Little.
Okay, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
There's not that much to look at this vista, but this is where it gets interesting. It transfers from the main road to an actual bike path. So the last 2.5 mile stretch to Hermit's Rest should be nice and scenic.
We're finally gonna be able to get away from all the buses.
I thought I didn't like this one very much, but everyone left when the last bus came here, and so we got it to ourselves for a little bit, and it's really peaceful.
And it's probably the least amount of walking that we've seen for any of these. You can pretty much stay right on the Vista while you wait for the bus. Check.
We have not been to very many national parks yet, but this might be the best one for bikes. I love that last stretch, and I think it keeps on going until all the way to Hermit's Rest.
I think biking the Grand Canyon is the best way to see it, unless you want to rent a mule. But we checked, and booking for that is like 2 years out. So
yeah, and it's like $1,000 per person. So.
So this is our 7th stop for the day. It's Pima Point, and it's the self-proclaimed best section of the Grand Canyon. Their explanation for that is because you can see the world's geologic past here better than you can anywhere else. So this is saying that in the canyon there are like faint signs of Hermit's Camp, which was like kind of an upscale touristy place where you would pay, in today's dollars, $350 a night to stay there.
Did you really?
Yeah. It doesn't ring.
Okay, we've made it to Hermit's Rest, which is the 8th and final stop along the Hermit's Rest route.
So this is the halfway point for our bike ride today. This is where we're gonna turn around, but we've seen all the vistas that we set out to see. I'm excited because they have refreshments here, so I'm excited to see what they have for that.
The building they use here for what is now basically the gift shop was called Hermit's Rest, right?
Right.
It used to be an inn, a rest, I guess, that you could take mule rides all the way down an 8-mile path to get and then rest at this for a few nights.
This is where you stay when you're on your way to Hermit's camp, which is down in the canyon.
That sounds right to me. She read more billboards than me, so.
I like reading the signs. You would come here, rest, kind of take a break, and then you would continue your mule ride down into the canyon from here. So resting at this spot is kind of an old tradition that's like more than 100 years old now. So yeah. It'll be fun to take part of that.
I feel like it's a fun game to go to national park gift shops and see how expensive everything is. This is a $38 t-shirt.
What? Is it long sleeved?
It is actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fair.
So that's why.
I was really hoping to see one of those.
What, the real thing or the stuffed animal?
The real thing.
Okay. Hey, how's it going? Just these, and then could I get two, what are they called, cookie sandwiches as well?
The ice cream ones?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure to what extent they would have food up here, but they have deli sandwiches. They are just a little expensive. It's like $9 for a sandwich, which, you know, I could see being worth it for this kind of view, and having someone make you a sandwich is a nice thing. For us though, we went with the cookie sandwiches for a very healthy lunch option, and they're $4 a piece. My line of thinking with that was we could bring our own sandwiches up here if we really wanted to, but we couldn't bring our own ice cream up here. It wouldn't have made it.
You know, for a place called Hermit's Rest, they don't have very many benches here. So.
We had to sit on a rock. I feel like Jimmy and I are true hermits, so we found a spot a little further away from where everyone else is sitting.
Yeah, we fit in great here. We just saw our first Grand Canyon squirrel, and on one of the signs at the visitor center, it says that that is the most dangerous animal here, and apparently that's the most common animal-related injury that happens here is squirrel bites. So we're gonna take their word for it and not share our sandwiches. She's acting all official about it, but I had to hold her back from going to pet the squirrel. Don't let her fool you.
I love squirrels, but I respect them.
Are you ready to start heading back?
I guess so. I definitely feel like I'm done for the day, so I'm gonna have to kind of rally to go an extra 10 miles. We've been in the shade, so hopefully the sun will warm us back up, but I can already see my sunburn.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We started at 22 miles on the odometer, and now we're at half battery, which makes for a total of 23 miles, which is 3 more than we thought we were going today.
I don't want to brag, but my max speed was 24.4 miles per hour.
Mine was an abysmal 23.4.
Wow.
So I think you beat me.
I think it's because I'm leading, so you gotta, you know, match my speed.
Yeah, what's your average speed though? Mine was 9.1.
Oh, I accidentally turned mine off.
Oh, great. Well, that just means I was faster than you. So now you can say you officially did it. Not only did you visit the Grand Canyon, you visited every outlook on the South Rim.
I think it would be fun to come back one day and hike down into the canyon.
I think it'd be fun to take a mule ride down, but an e-bike is a close second.
The shuttle honestly would have been a great option too, because it's totally free. You can go to all the points, but the bike was really nice. We got a little bit more privacy with it, and we're excited about our new bikes, and it was fun for us to finally share them with you.
I feel like some of you are catching on and you were asking why haven't we driven the bikes in a while, and that's because we were test driving the new model, so now you know.
Yeah, we've used them a couple times. So when we were in Sedona, we couldn't get parking at the trailhead, and a lot of you guys said, why don't you just use your e-bikes? We did, we just couldn't show you.
So if you guys are interested in the bikes that we rode around on today, they are being released as of today, and you can go check our description for a link to those bikes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We had a ton of fun with this, and we hope you enjoyed watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to us if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time.
Until then.
Bye.
That's true. Oh, Natalie, there's a cat.
Really? There's a cat. Oh, cute.
That is very cute.
Very cute. Yeah. Isn't this is the largest canyon in the world, right?
I hope so. I don't know what we're doing here if it isn't. I just thought it was called the Grand Canyon River.
The Grand Canyon River.
It was called that before the Grand Canyon formed. There was just a river called Grand Canyon River, and then it formed the Grand Canyon.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to fact check that.
You didn't know that?
I don't think anybody knows that.
Oh.
Dang, that bus looks tiny. It looks like a toy.
This really reminds me of Game of Thrones.